what then sparked your interest in data science?
Sorry.
What sparked your interest in
Okay.
data science?
Okay. Yeah. So late 2019, I started working in a solar startup. They were doing some leasing. They were actually developing a business model of leasing of solar panels.
Okay.
Not selling them, but leasing them, like in a rate.
Okay.
And I started to work as a data analyst. I started working as a data analyst, doing some dashboards or reports to my management team.
Okay.
And after that, I was using like simple tools like Excel, SPSS, and I know MATLAB a bit. But then I understood that it's pretty easy to achieve the limit where you will be like on top, and there's nothing above it. There's no meaning like above Excel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sure. And I've started to think more in terms of how to be more fundamental.
Okay.
In the sphere of data analysis, because it inspired me so much to see to predict the future. Actually the main point was for me to predict the future, because data doesn't lie. Good data that doesn't lie.
Okay.
We had a lot of problems with untidy data, where we had like really some bad aggregated data, and it was almost impossible to work with.
Okay.
But yeah, and I've started to dive deeper. And early 2020, after my trip to Norway, I will tell you later about it, I've started doing some programming. I had zero experience with programming and with computer science on its own.
Okay.
One of my best friends in Belarus, hi Nikita, I think you will watch it. Yeah, he was my coach, or like kind of mentor. Okay. And he was helping me get better in data science with programming, and he was always there to answer my questions. And when the lockdown started and we had no classes, we had no actually, basically, I was closed in my room for almost half a year.
Oh, nice. That's
yeah, it was
tough.
It was first lockdown on March 2020, and we were doing gym outside. Here it was pretty fun, but I started to work so hard. I don't know. I worked every week, almost without any days off, for 12 hours a day, 13 hours a day, just like diving deeper into data science and how it works, and some basic programming, and some more advanced statistics and math, and so on and so on and so on. And yeah, after a year, I got a job in data science. So basically, within a year, I've managed to transit to completely new sphere, like with almost zero skills. And the lockdown, and a lockdown is the biggest thing that helped me, actually.
Wow. So that's interesting. So you took advantage of the time and the lack of I don't want to say distractions, but like you're forced to just do something with your time, and you use it to better yourself and increase your knowledge about a field, right?
Yes. Like, to my mind, if you want to be good at something, or if you want to learn something, there are two main points you have to think about. It's like motivation, and it's a question like why you do it, like why you wake up every day, what's your purpose, why you wake up, like what's the reason. And the second point is discipline. Because you can be very motivated, you can have like plenty of ideas, but if you get distracted every Friday, like by your friends who are partying all the time, so it's nothing. So it has no future, all your ideas. So, and yeah, just you apply these rules to lockdown and started doing my thing. So
yeah, I experienced my own lockdown in Chicago, and I thought in a similar vein as you. It's like, okay, well, I gotta stay motivated and disciplined. Like, just because the circumstances have changed doesn't mean that I now get knocked off the path that I was going on. Like, you have to stay focused.
yeah, absolutely.
What's the difference between a like data analyst and a data scientist?
Okay. So the difference between data science and data analysis, it's data science is more fundamental. When we talk about data science, we're talking also about AI and about machine learning and deep learning and some more, let's say, futuristic stuff. And
Okay.
data analysis is more about the automation of processes, about some, yeah, it's data analysis. So it's more like on the side from AI and all these topics. So it's more really about like analyzing, okay, what will be our sales prediction for next, I don't know, next month. That's it, point. Yeah, that's probably the biggest difference, I would say, because data analyst doesn't require that much programming skills in my eyes. And,
Okay, got it.
And data science is a bit more complex and a bit more, yeah, that's why a bit more interesting, because it has variety of specializations. And it's actually the biggest point that I think that data science will be in general with like in, let's say, next 5 to 10 years, more specialized, because all the companies are looking for specific people because they have a lot of data and they have no idea what to do with this data. And all the data scientists has to be more specialized in specific topics. Let's say if you like music, really a big fan of music, you listen to music every time, all the time, and you're a data scientist and you want to work at Spotify, for example. So then you have to get a very strong fundamental understanding of how music works on a really technical, deep level. And moreover, you have to gain a lot of skills in math, statistics, algebra, some calculus, probability, and so on and so on and so on. And this combination, that's a data scientist, and that's how I see it developing, let's say, in next 5-10 years. So there is no common term for data scientist.
Okay.
It can be like really literally everything.